What do you think was the biggest thing that you missed?
Yeah, it's really that frequency, the amount of time the existing diners were ordering from Grubhub declined. So we already knew they were losing market share to DoorDash, Uber, and others. There's publicly available download data. Their share went from kind of give or take around 25% of downloads in the fourth quarter. They were under 20% in this quarter. And so I think investors were okay with, on the incremental customer, they just weren't going to see as many, right? Or it was going to cost more. But what the street really missed, including ourselves, was that all of the innovation that the competitors have done with their product, and we can talk about that, is finally hitting Grubhub.
Mm-hmm. Did you think that it wouldn't hit Grubhub eventually? Things like loyalty programs, memberships. I mean, was that not going to catch up?
They have their version of a loyalty program. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's as aggressive as what Uber could offer. Again, up to this point, you've seen a high amount of loyalty, particularly in the big cities, right? And remember, where Grubhub does differentiate themselves is they have all the independent restaurants. Restaurants who historically hadn't had their own delivery. And remember, it costs the restaurants more to use third-party delivery, right? And so Grubhub kind of, to some extent, own that. And while we are seeing the competitors trying to move into that, really, if you track that, we hadn't crossed over. And, really, so that's what it is. So the bottom line is when you look at the company now and you say, well, what is a diner worth? They're worth way less to the company than we all thought, and we had to factor that into the valuation of the stock.
They had a 10-page shareholder letter listing a lot of different things that they could do, adding unpartnered restaurants, for instance. They also said that the industry growth was slower. I'm just wondering, do you see a way out for Grubhub here, or is what you thought the business model was maybe 24 hours ago, does it no longer exist?
There's definitely a business model here. You can make money at it. If the company's goal was to make $1.50 of cash flow per order, I think that is not going to happen. Maybe it's 50 cents, maybe it's 70 cents, right? So if you think about it, right, the credit card industry charges 2% per transaction, makes a ton of money. Square, right, charges even less than that. So the idea is if you're seeing your effectively take rate come down or your kind of profit per order come down, how do you make money? You have to do a whole lot more orders. And the issue is that they're, as you alluded to, they're competing with companies who have much deeper pockets. And I think if you stack them up against other internet marketplaces that we look at, the company has the lowest net cash balance as any other. Well, there's one other who's pretty similar, but they're just not prepared to take on these other companies. And it looked like they were doing okay, and they're not anymore. And most likely, they're probably going to have to sell or merge with another company to try to get better shared scale. We'll see what happens. Right now, Uber can offer rides and food loyalty. You have Lyft, right, that has a rides business, so maybe they want to potentially do that. There are other food delivery companies that could use the customer base that Uber has or that Grubhub has, as well as all the independent restaurants. So we do think there's value, but not at this stock price.